Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Check 52. Hey, alert, alert, alert. Hey, check 24.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, cross.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Middle.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The end result, 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's checking. Crash. Check 31, check 33.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
180. 43. Check, 43. Right here. Hey, alert. 43. Go.
Now Rosen on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check three. Run down. Hey, exit. Check. 59. Hey, D-line.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Monday.
They run it with Balaj. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Tighten up. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And the catch made by Johnson. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back. Tight go. Get him on. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch twins.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
On first down, it's Rosen, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert. 15, check 15. Hey, alert. I got it. Bravo. 43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Rosen will throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Again, it's Rosen. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Kill, turn up. Check. Fresno. 22, jet cover.
From the 31, Murray. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check the backer. Kill. You go tight. You got tight. Go. Check nickel. Hold up.
Murray now on 1st down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Quick dance.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Shifts past him at the 45. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken short.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, watch them.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Balaj. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run here with Balaj. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
43 in the mic. Hey, watch the leg. 43.
They'll run for it with Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double. Check three. Rotate. Spell. Ball trot. 3. What?
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check 24. Short. Mike 55. Squeeze. I got one.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Able to find Isabella. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 At the Cardinals' 47.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Miami.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bang, 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 bang. He's crashing. He's checking crack. 43's the mic. 40. Hey, watch the slant.
Now Balaj. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
7. And the Dolphins first down.
43. Check back. Switch. 80. Jumping. Check 3.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch out. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shoot. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
It's Eckler again, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 26. Check the hot read. Check hot route. Set it.
Balaj. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
This will be taken short.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Under 10. 10. Check 13. Check 13. Go. Alert flare. Alert set. Go.
2nd down. Murray sets to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Bandit. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch twist. Kill.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Demir Bird, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Shotgun now from Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
59 mark, 59 mark. Hey, it's Orbit.
Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Rosen to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Check it back and check the screen.
From the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Murray now. Perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Come on, set. And read. 52 right here. 52. On the ball. You go tight. Hey. You got tight right there. Check nickel. Same on. Check safety. Off.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Bring it. Bring it. Check, 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 check. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Go, go. What? Go.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Set, cut. 15 on it. Check, 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 check. Kill. Check 37, check 37. Check 43. Neil. Twitch. What?
A give running right, Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
so for Arizona, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on